Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to override existing services in Drupal. Let's see some examples how it is going to be useful for us. Overriding existing services can be useful in examples like, for example, I have a services provided by an either core or content module, and I want to override certain functions of that service, or perhaps the entire service with my custom service or my custom logic. So, in order to do that, we simply override those services. And how to do that? Before doing that, let's understand the structure of the modules for this demo. I have a custom module called Drupal hacks, and inside this custom module I have a service. I have lots of service, and one of those service is the utility service. This utility service is basically providing the basic utility functions, the basic functions which I think could be used reused at multiple locations. So I have wrapped them in a service called utility. So this is that service, and I am going to override that service for this demo. Um, for overriding, I have another module called example module, and this module is going to override this service. So for that, let's just start. So the first step is to create a class with name like your module service base.php. That's the name of the file wrapping that class. So let's create that class inside the source folder of your module. Uh, and let's save it. Sorry. So the name is going to be module name. In my case, it is example service provider.php. And inside this, I'm going to write the name example service provider dot service provider, and this class must, so I'm basically overriding utility service with overriding utility service Drupal hacks of utility service. So the namespace is going to be Drupal slash the name of the module slash uh, that's it, and it must extend service provider. And inside this class, and we need only one method called alter method. I have written code for this demo. Let's copy and paste that. It would save our time. So inside this class, this must the your service provider must extend a service provider base, and inside that there is a method called alter method, and that is going to change or play the key role here. So this method is actually telling which service to override with what class. So here I'm telling to alter the Drupal utility service and load it with this class instant, which is my custom class, custom class for my service. So here you can specify other information also, like you do in the services.yml file. So for example, if I want to override or provide anything like arguments or tags, I can do so inside the my service provider of my custom module. So here we can specify the arguments, tags, everything. I'll go with a simple example here. I'll save it, and since I am telling Drupal to load this service with this class instead, so let's define this class. So for that, let's copy this service, the code of this service, and create a new file. And inside this, let's paste this, uh, and the name of this new service is going to be example utility. I'll change the class name, save it, example.utility.php, and the namespace is going to be Drupal example slash example utility. So I'll change the namespace also. So done. Uh, Now for testing, let's test one of the function of this service. Uh, there is this function in the original service called home page. So this function is basically serving the content of this page slash drupalx slash home. So if I go to the slash drupalx slash home, it is printing something like this, and this is coming from uh, this function of this utility home page. Now I'm overriding it, so let's change the something inside this function. I'm going to the example utility, and let's change it to overridden. Yeah. So I have changed it. Now let's refresh it and let's see if it is getting reflected. Our work is reflecting on the site. Done. So now you can see the data of this page is coming from the uh, my class example utility class instead of the original service class, which is utility.php. So this is how we override existing services in uh, Drupal. There is one more thing which I wanted to tell you guys. There is a very great example of how uh, Drupal core is overriding or utilizing this thing. Inline form error service provider. Sorry, inline form error module is overriding form error handler service with this service provider. So you guys can check out that. It would help you with the standard way of doing this, like how can we set the arguments, how can we pass the reference and all. So that's all about this video. Thank you.